Welcome back, gods and goddesses, to the Gifted Goddess channel, where I channel my gifts for the collective advantage in a multitude of ways. And I encourage you to not only seek your gifts, but to find meaningful ways to employ them in any way they or the Most High deem fit. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. If you've been here before, welcome. If you've never been here before, as you may know, I like to welcome you in the highest of love and light vibrations and energy. So, welcome. Come on in, class. Find a seat. I'm your spiritual class instructor, Miss Datora, or Miss D for short. Okay. I originally channeled this energy on 12/22/2025. That date could be significant for you. I'm hearing day or time, so 12/22, or you could be seeing 12/25 as well. Okay. I'm getting people still finishing up the year. Okay. As we know, New Year is actually the lunar New Year is actually on February 17th, 2026. Today, class, is Monday, February 16th, 2026. So, if any of those days resonate for you or the numbers as times, take it how it resonates, okay? Remember, all my readings are timeless. So, whenever this reading in particular finds you, or my channel in its entirety finds you, just know you are in divine alignment to receive the message at that time. We don't deal in coincidences over here, class. There's no such thing, okay? Everything is in divine alignment, in divine order, okay? Energy only, okay? So let's cover the housekeeping first before we delve too deep. Y'all know I like to ramble on. I have a few things available for your spiritual book bag so you can be prepared for spiritual class. One journal I have is the Dreamcatcher Journal, literally to catch your dreams, to catch the gems in your dreams that the Most High, your spiritual team, ancestors, angels, guides, may be sending you through the dream state, okay? You want this journal specifically if you are an astral traveler. Excuse me, confirmation purpose, I say that. Astral traveling in particular is definitely significant in the energy. I kept seeing that reference today. So someone could be having lucid dreams, astral traveling in the dreams. Something about your dreams are peculiar, okay, that you're not really picking up, beloved. And what I need you to understand is you need to write it down so you can catch the gems within the dream, the messages, the synchronicities, and understand that distinct way that your spiritual team, the Most High God, whomever, is connecting with you. Yeah, I'm seeing waves, like strong waves, someone in the water. I'm hearing consistently in the water in a dream. That's specific for someone. Someone's name could be Marty. Yeah, something very extreme or supreme is going on in your dreams. You might be running from something, someone all the time. Energies, entities, yeah, like apocalyptic dreaming. Something very significant about that. Someone could be from Greenland. So that's the journal I have for that. I also have the heart work journal meant for you to do the heart work to unblock the emotional blockages from traumatic experiences you may have within the heart space, okay? A healthy heart promotes healthy living, literally and spiritually, okay? So we need our heart space clear, clean, and open so that we can channel our energies throughout our body. Something about something's cyclical, or someone could be sick in the heart, okay? Also sick in the mind. I just touched my head as I say that, and that definitely pertains to this message, okay? The time 11:02 a.m. could be significant. That's the time I channeled this message. So speaking of channeling, great segue. Thank you, Spirit. The download journal will be available as well in the description box. I'll link all three. They're all available on Amazon for you to buy at your discretion. No need to contact me. You can see when the delivery time, it's Amazon, right? Very convenient. I was guided to make these journals along my spiritual path and journey. I am a writer, a creative, right? And also a coach. So, one thing I know about coaching, okay, within the coaching space is journaling is very helpful. One, to get the things out of your energy, out of your head and into the physical so you can digest it, decipher it, decode it, okay, a little better. But also as a reflection tool to look back on later. Okay, so you definitely want to tap into those. The last journal I have available is the download journal. For anyone receiving divine downloads and messages and you aren't sure what to do with them or how to decode and decipher them, if you write them down, things will become much clearer, okay? Until you kind of get the hang of it, then you can just kind of take some cliff notes and go from there, okay? So many of your favorite readers have to do this. So if you're wondering, it's a tool anyone can use, whether you're a professional at this, right, or novice level, okay? Something about levels is significant. If you don't know class, we're heavily coded over here, okay? So you'll hear me ramble off numbers, colors as codes, okay? Different things as codes, and I'll break them down for you. Okay, but you're going to have to do your due diligence. Also, if you're on this path and journey, okay, this is why the journaling is significant. You can pick up your own language, your own codes that the spirit universe is communicating and connecting with you in, okay? So these are the things that I picked up along my path and journey. I always like to encourage independence. So I don't want you to rely on me all the time, right? I want you to be an independent person, an independent source for thyself as I call you, gods and goddesses, okay? You want to be able to see the things, understand, decode, decipher, interpret the things for yourself. Someone's name, something starts with a D. I've been getting like Daryl's, Darius's, Damien's. I just heard Denisha, the drama of it all, okay? That's giving me Cardi B's energy. Her tour just started, Little Miss Drama. Okay, Barty Gang. Y'all know if y'all been here, okay? Yeah. I'm here we doing the fun girl energy, not the mean girl spirit. Okay, so initials D, E, P, A, R, or K could be significant. Something about a park is significant. Okay, so for this message, we have a code 144, chosen one energy. Okay, 204, there's levels to this class. 304, somebody is on some motion. Okay, and we finna get to the bottom of it. And 504, we have a spiritual warfare. 504 is all about warfare. So whether physically or spiritually, usually it's physically over here, okay? Yeah, something about the bay could be significant. Somebody's bay. I'm here, Old Bay. You could live in the bay. Something about bay. You call somebody bay. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Who sing that? Whoever that is that Boozy? That could be significant. Okay, so what I heard when I channeled this message, guys, was oh, thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in, tapping in. Let's get into the energy. Okay, if you feel inclined to donate to the channel, I will link. If you need assistance on your journey, any coaching in any type of way, I'm a spiritual coach, a life coach, right? The purpose plug. So if you need assistance in any of the things, just know I'm here to support you. As I said, I encourage independence. So I will link my email in the description box below, as well as ways to donate. You can donate in one to two ways. One, by donating via my Cash App, I'll have that below. Or if you choose to use another method or modality, okay, a mode is something significant, a mode or mood. Okay, I don't know why I was guided to say that, something about the mood. Okay, your mood could be heavy. You definitely want to journal and use the tools that I'm giving you. Okay, so you'll have a lot of people, doing a lot of things, especially when you deal with readers and different energies. A lot of people have the spiritual sprays and things like that, so you might want to use those. But for me, I'm a writer, so I was guided to give you journals, beloved, to document this beautiful journey you're on. Okay, the spiritual journey is like no other. And if you're here, I'm sure you already know. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so the other way you can donate is by getting something from my Amazon wish list. It will be there for a short amount of time, until the 25th. That's the last day they allow you to have it public without having your address public. So as they're taking away that feature, that's as long as it'll be there, okay? As I always pray, any seed you sow into me, the channel, by any way that you deem fit, whether a like, share, subscribe, a donation, reaching out, your love, support, and comments, I love you and appreciate it all. Okay, I thank you in advance for it all, and I pray that it returns to you infinitely and abundantly. No cap here, okay? When I channeled this message, class, I heard heavily 1, 2, 3 on the timer as I say this, okay? I just heard Arbogast. All right, so where are my movie heads at? Before I say anything, what movie is that from, okay? If you're a horror movie fanatic or a connoisseur of horror movies, what movie is that from? A little trivia class. Let's do some Jeopardy. Do 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 do. Someone could like Jeopardy. Someone's name could be starting with a J. Oh, someone's in Jeopardy. Something's in Jeopardy. Spirit is real slick. Right now, class, I'm looking at the class meme. Those that been here, sometimes the camera comes on, sometimes it's off. We might be channeling a movie, music. As I said, I channel my gifts in a multitude of ways. Okay, I am the musical medium. So a lot of times energy comes through song and music for me, as you just saw. Okay, whether it's a game show, something was a game. Okay, somebody was showing out. Okay, a competition is significant here in a family dynamic I'm seeing. Arbogast is a detective from Bates Motel, with Norman Bates. Okay, that movie is Psycho. Surprise, surprise. Okay, y'all didn't know we was going there, right? So, this is going to be a longer one. We just getting started and it's 15 minutes in. I might break it up into two. We'll see, class. We'll see. I hate keeping y'all after class. Okay. So Arbogast was a detective on Bates Motel in the movie Psycho with Norman Bates. This is a black and white movie. If you haven't watched it before, spoiler alert. At this point, you should have watched it. This is definitely a classic. Okay. So I believe this is is this an Alfred Hitchcock film? I believe it is. Someone's name could be Alfred. But in the storyline is basically a mother and son who own a motel off a highway, like in a little small town. And they it's a small town, so they don't have a lot of guests. And that's basically the gist of it, right? So, yes, definitely Alfred definitely an Alfred Hitchcock film. Someone's name could be Alfred Hitchcock. I'm getting Hitchhiker. I'm also hearing Hit the Road Jack. Okay, so this was a movie he famously financed himself, low budget. Okay, something about that is significant. Someone could be Asian. Okay, if you're listening to this. Anywho, the mother and son of the motel. The son manages it. The mother is elderly. She kind of lives up in the estate in the house up above a very large home, but it's like old and run down, as is the motel. So they don't get a lot of visitors. They have like a summer season that's kind of vibrant, he says. But for the most part, no visitors, no guests, okay? Always vacant. I'm hearing like put a pin in that, or like that's very important, okay? Yeah, something about a detective is significant. Maybe you're doing your detective work. Excuse me, I'm here. I've been getting spiritual detective all day, okay? And I was wondering what that pertained to. Duh, right? So something about that is significant for you. If that resonates for you, then you know. Okay. Anywho, the main theme in the movie is Norman Bates basically has mommy issues and it affects how he treats all women, okay? Also, there are themes of mental health in the movie and definitely a split personality disorder, or what they call it specifically, technically, I'm hearing legally, is a dissociative identity disorder. So somebody could have that going on. Somebody speaking in third person. I was talking about that earlier. Something about the suburbs could be significant, okay? Something like that resonates, okay? On the outskirts of town, okay? Yeah, I'm getting like the outskirts of someone's mind, like, yes, okay. Somebody's mind is a little dark, okay? The movie Split is significant as well, baby. As I said, if you're a horror movie connoisseur and you watch the movie Split, honey, okay? Somebody's mind is very fragmented, okay? So mental health is significant here. Um, so that's something about storylines are significant, okay? Also mantras as well. The things or storylines we tell ourselves have significant themes here, okay? Then I got it's your silent thoughts that give me pause. This is what the Most High is saying. Shaking my head is very disturbing. So if you don't know, again, this is another movie. Channel in a multitude of ways. I knew that as soon as it came through, I knew that well. Maybe I'm talking to movie buffs, like like all the one-liners. I know some, not all, okay, but spirit will communicate with you with what you know, with the things that you know well, okay? So that's what I'm saying, getting to know your individual communication style or love language with the universe. It's a beautiful path once you understand it. If you need assistance, again, let me know, okay? That line comes from The Family That Prays by Tyler Perry, okay? Someone's name could be Tyler or last name Perry, okay? Someone wearing suits, someone dresses for the part, plays the part, okay? This could be someone in a position of power. Um, okay, so in Bates Motel, he had like a menial kind of seeming job, right? But he was still in power, okay? He was the manager of a motel. In The Family That Prays, the male figure is the manager, CEO of a major like hedge fund or some big ass company, okay? So that's significant. Also, it's the family that prays, not, praying for good, right? They prey upon each other. I'm hearing like beasts at a feast. Now, y'all know I'm Sister Seuss. I will rhyme on you in a second, okay? But in the movie, they were preying upon each other, okay? This could be significant for your storyline. If you're resonating with this, then remember, if it applies, then catch this vibe. If it doesn't, just let the shit fly. Don't take it personal where it need not be. Remember, I'm just throwing things out there. Catch what you can, okay? Someone could be, you could have been a little league catcher. That's for somebody specific. A minor catcher. Something about catching is significant, okay? You catching the little nuances, you catching the allegories and the things you're watching on this spiritual path. Once your eyes are open, beloved, you start to see signs everywhere. Yes, that was a sign, and yes, that was a sign too, to answer your question, is what I'm getting. Okay. But these are people who were feigning prayers, like faking to be religious, okay, or that's their cover up, okay, while they really prey upon people. So you don't let everybody prey on you because everybody ain't praying the right way, okay? You don't let everybody pray for you because some people are praying on you, okay? It gave me the energy of Queen Charlotte from Bridgerton, okay? Definitely messages in there. I have to do a channeling on that. Probably each one. We'll get into it. So Charlotte's Web is significant as well. But Queen Charlotte on Bridgerton, when she's like, yes, prayers, prayers. What she says when someone's like tells her a sob story or something happened, like child, somebody could have passed away, and she'll be like, sorrows, sorrows, prayers, prayers. Anywho, like I was saying, so it's giving that energy. Like people really don't care, okay? They're only worried about their wicked agendas, is what I'm hearing. Very disturbing, the Most High is saying. So the things that they tell themselves about you, other people, it's just the way they have a distorted way of thinking, a split. I'm seeing like a chasm in the mind. Okay, I'm also getting compartmentalized thinking, right? You can use that as a benefit or a negative, like that could be light or dark. Like you can compartmentalize to get things done and not let one thing affect another. But imagine someone having fragmented thinking when they think about a person, okay? Like their thoughts are distorted. They're in two minds. Their minds are split, like they can't make their mind up. We had this energy before. Sorry if I sound confused. This energy is distorted. Okay. So yes, in that movie as well, it's a mother talking to a son. So we really have strong mommy issues, some type of issue with a mother dynamic and a son. Okay, it could be a child, a male energy, okay, masculine energy, right? Okay, but I'm getting specifically a son with mommy issues. Therefore, he treats the women in his life messed up, okay? In that movie, the man was cheating on his wife. He had a side chick. He was white, she was black. So there's racial undertones here, okay? That's what I mean when I say things have a level to them, to code 204 with levels. That's what I mean when I say that, okay? So we've already got mental health, we already got mommy issues, split personalities, we have race issues, age as well, okay? So ages and stages, not learning the lessons. Someone has yes, Norman had this as well, arrested development. So some sort of trauma has occurred, and instead of learning and growing from it, people get stuck in that space. So if the trauma occurred at 8, they are mentally an 8-year-old. If the trauma occurred at 12, they're mentally a 12-year-old, okay? Yeah, somebody's mind is very, very dark. The person that we could be talking about could love horror movies. Not to say anyone who does has a dark mind or a dark spirit, but this is just confirmation for you. They really like horror movies or shows. They really get into like, I'm hearing stalker vibes. They watch like stalker things or in a stalking energy, or yeah, I'm just seeing someone lean in, okay? Or they like things like cereal, you know? like Jeffrey Dahmer type, you know what I mean? Like, and really get into it, like, oh, what if I did something like that? Or what if I, you know what I'm saying? As I said, not everybody that likes that stuff is like that. That's just a confirmation for you. If you're suspecting a certain person that this may be resonating for, that's a confirmation for you, okay? Because I like the horror movies, and baby, I'm here with you, okay? On the side of like, it's so something about webs are significant, okay? Someone's name could be Charlotte. Someone could live in Charlotte. I've been getting heavy like North Carolina energy. I'm also seeing NH, New Hampshire, but that's giving me something else within the mental health field. When it comes to me, I will give it to you, okay? But when we set out to fool others with the stories we tell or create, we only fool ourselves into believing the BS we created. There's that web we keep referring to, okay? So someone created a web of lies and stories, okay, that they tried to fool others with, but fooled themselves as well, is what I'm hearing. So they may have caught a few strays in the web. I ain't gonna lie. If they telling stories on you, class, they might have caught a few bugs in there, okay? Something about bugs. Bugs and flies, okay? It might be bugs on some of you mugs, but it ain't no bugs on me. Not in this class, okay? So that's why. Uh, so again, someone is not right in the head. Personality disorders. Someone could be a sociopath and they cover this up by their position or title, putting on a nice suit. I'm hearing a tight suit. I'm seeing a blue suit, black suit. Okay, yeah, like the ankle pants. This is someone in a position of power who dresses up for the interview. They mask up every morning, put on their clothes for work, their suit, their tie, whatever they wear, in their position of power, wherever it is, right? We could be talking about doctor, lawyer, whatever. And yeah, MD is significant, Maryland is significant, okay? Baltimore, DMV area. But yeah, they're pretending to be something that they're not. So along with what they put on, for their job, their badge, their suit, tie, whatever have you, they put on their mask as well, okay? Their morning mask is what I'm hearing, okay? Spiritual team is saying, oh, what a tangled web we weave when our first intent is to deceive, okay? The movie Tangled could be significant. Rapunzel, okay, and that's all about having someone locked up and needing to escape, needing to get away. Something about someone's about to get locked up, maybe. Okay, so, or someone's being tangled up in all the things and the chaos that they cause. So yeah, I'm seeing like I believe that's the confinement card in the Panther Oracle. Somebody is caught up in the things that they webbed. Okay, someone is caught up in the web they weaved for everyone else to catch people with deceit. Okay, something about the Declaration of Independence. Yeah, you're freed from this, okay? Or what I'm getting is you sitting still frees you from this. I will always advise you don't try to defend yourself because all that happens is you jump into an emotional space, right? That's the trick of the enemy, okay? Our favorite N word, Narcos. What did you think I was going to say? This could have been two or more people trying to get you into this energy, trying to shift you, okay, into their like mind space. They wanted you to love them. This could have been a love situation, a love partner, as we have families, okay. Yeah, something about the head is significant. Yeah, this had to be cut off at the head. Like this is the head of like an organization, the head of a team, you get what I'm saying, okay? I'm getting the buck stops with this person, okay? So you claimed your independence from this by sitting still, by not, I'm hearing disrupting the matter. Okay, yeah, you let them spin their web. Baby, spin it till you just spin dizzy out of control. Somebody is very dizzy. from all the spinning that they've done, okay, while spinning this web. 544 could be significant, as well as the numbers 178, okay? You could be a princess, the princess in the castle, okay? But you sitting still, I'm just hearing be silent, be still, be silent, be still. You know, that's what that's in the Bible as well. So something about religious themes here for sure. I'm just hearing peace, be still. Okay, and know that I am God. Like, know that I'm the miracle worker. Like, you don't gotta do nothing. Let God handle it. Put it in God's hands. Okay, yeah, spider webs definitely significant. You can be seeing those. Okay, dealt with a spider today. Saw a spider. A dream catcher. You might need a dream catcher as well as the dream catcher journal. Okay, no harm in a shameless plug, right? But something is about to be exposed. But something is about to be exposed, because after that I got www, the World Wide Web. Okay, so something will be getting global exposure. Again, there's levels to this. So on an individual level, someone in your energy spreading false rumors, lies, okay, on you, talking down about you, to trick everyone else about you, okay, to a global stance. We can see this happening in a multitude of ways. This could be happening to you individually, locally in your neighborhood. You can see this occurring. I'm getting like local governments. I'm getting like school boards. This is getting weird. Like PTAs and stuff like that, okay? To a global scale, racial issues are significant here, a recurring of the past coming full circle. Peanuts are significant, okay? Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Okay, so somebody is pea-brained, number one. Okay, something's definitely going on in someone's mind, but someone is a little, caught out there. That's a Khalees song. Okay, I got a Khalees channeling, baby. I got all types of channelings, a tangled channeling. So we'll get into the things, okay? I definitely need to catch up on the readings. So if you get bombarded with readings, y'all know why, okay? I'm a little behind schedule, but always in divine timing, of course, okay? So, anywho, Spirit wants you to know they took the smallest bait. Gotcha. Kanye West could be significant. You could have saw Kanye West today for confirmation. This trap, this bait was set by the Most High. So I always say when people are in a down low, somebody could be down low, that's not what I was trying to say. When people are operating in this low vibrational LV 304 energy, okay, just low vibrational, someone could have been loose, okay, a HOE, calling you a HOE, everything's getting exposed. But what I always say is people like this always expose themselves. They always dig their own ditch. Okay, so you don't have to do anything. Like people will literally ruin their own lives by their own diabolical actions, trying to do everything negative to everybody else, especially those pretending and placating other people, stirring the pot, throwing rocks, hiding their hands type of energy. They always screw themselves over. This is somebody who creates a problem and then tries to come in and be the problem solver. So they create a storm just to be the hero in the story. As I said, narcissism. Remember, I'm not a licensed professional. I'm not here to treat, diagnose any of those things. I can only illustrate to you what is going on physically, looks like spiritually, okay? I do have a past working in the mental health field for an extensive amount of time. So I'm well versed in the things, but I'm not a licensed professional. Let's be clear on that. But I know a thing or two about a thing or two, or 1,200. Okay, 1,200 has definitely been significant. I've been seeing that number like every day, all the time. But this was a trap set by the Most High. Okay, they took the smallest bait. Entanglements are significant. They will be exposed soon as well. We see this occurring on a large stage, and this could be occurring individually. I'm getting more with um, Mr. Jeffrey and the files and the things. Like, I've already channeled this. I already let you know it was about to be a whole hot mess. I'm gonna have to go back and find what video that was. And here it is coming into fruition. But the traps people set for you will be their own pitfall, okay? The show Pitt is significant. Something about Pittsburgh is significant, could be exposed, okay? I'm getting the entertainment industry, okay? So maybe people who are already in the limelight from Pittsburgh could be significant. The show Pitt is a medical emergency like show from the emergency room filmed in Pittsburgh. Pitt is also a college. Someone could have went to Pitt. Someone could live in Pittsburgh, be from Pittsburgh, traveling to Pittsburgh like the Steelers as a sports team or a Pittsburgh sports team. But the show is definitely significant. Someone's going to have a medical emergency. I've channeled this all the time. Okay, we don't wish this upon anybody. I'm just throwing things out there. Catch what you can, okay? If it comes on my desk, I gotta share it. I don't wish this on nobody. I wish people would act better and behave better. Okay, so these things don't come about. But they set a trap for you, it'll be their own pitfall. This is given like demon drop. Oh, okay, because the pitfall is a ride at an amusement park there, okay? And it's like a demon drop. I don't know what you would call it in other amusement parks, but it's the ride that goes real high up and then it drops down real fast. Yeah, I think someone passed away from that, okay? So if you're catching what I'm putting down, medical emergency, not going to go well, somebody could be ending, all the things. It's about to get very dramatic. They like drama, okay? Little Miss Drama. Okay, or they want to claim that you're the drama, that you're causing all this drama, okay? But yeah, then I got 6, 5, 4, 3. So there's levels to this. I just heard level up. Level up. Sierra could be significant. Russell could be significant. I'm about to say Russell Simmons. Yeah, y'all know how he was. Is that the guy that was accused of the things and then he ran overseas? Talking about him, remember? Something like that could be going on. But it's going down heavy, okay? Quick like the pitfall, okay? This is a tower too. If you look at those rides, it looks like the tower card, the tower, okay? That just came to me. I don't even have that written down. It's going down heavy. Heavy rainfall is significant. This could be in your area as you're hearing this as confirmation. Definitely not in my area right now, so that's confirmation for someone, okay? These are spirit-led downfalls, towers of destruction. I don't even remember writing that, okay? But also with demon drop, okay, it's giving me an entity being dropped off of you or out of your timeline, away from your energy or just away from you. And then entangled, Rapunzel, she's in a tower, okay? So I'm just hearing it'll all work out. Those things are tumbling down, okay? But I got towers, multiple, okay, falling. Something about falls, Dunn's River Falls, Niagara Falls. Yeah, this is going to be an emotional resurgence or outpouring of destruction, emotion, okay? I got, again, 911. Medical emergencies are emerging. Will be soon. St. Louis, baseball. Somebody definitely plays baseball, likes baseball. I'm just getting battered up. Okay, Nelly could be significant. You could have liked Nelly, favorite rapper, seen Nelly recently. I'm getting the band-aid under the eye. Okay. Ooh, I'm hurting somebody's eyes. Somebody could be losing their vision soon. Okay. Disease related. I've been getting that a lot, like complications due to like diabetes, this, that. Okay. Things I don't want to tap into, heart problems, heart failure. Like, it's a lot of Now I'm getting like breathing issues. How I just had that big exhale. Something is being exclaimed, exclamation. Okay, I'm getting emphasis on breathing. Breathing treatment soon, treatment center soon. I've been getting a lot of like internal organ failure, okay? I'm not going down this road, okay? Thank you, Spirit. But it's going down, down, baby. Yo Street in a Range Rover. Some about that could be significant. You could drive a Range Rover. Yoast. Somebody could live on a street named Yoast. Your street in particular, okay? So if this is resonating for you, like a pastor would say, I'm coming down your street. Spirit's coming down your street in a Range Rover to pick you up, honey. Jump in. We're going to higher vibrations, honey, okay? Care Bears could be significant. That could be someone's nickname. You could like the Care Bear, seen a Care Bear today. That's a meme, so something about that significant. Also, you saw some in regards to baseball today. Is it even baseball season? Who knows? Whenever you see this, that'll be confirmation for someone. This is a baseball player. Yeah, somebody's going to catch something, or they already caught something. Spirit is saying, batter up. Okay. Nellie Murphy Lee is significant. Somebody's name could be Murphy or Lee. That was one of my favorite Saint Lunatics. Somebody's just a lunatic. And it's all coming out. It's all being exposed. It's all coming down. We see this on the world stage, okay? No need to candy coat it, sugar coat it, okay? We're all adults here. We see this occurring all around us. But those type of people, narcissistic people, and the structures they dwell within, they operate within to enable them to sit in these positions of power and treat people less than they deserve. All those structures are coming down in all types of ways, on all types of levels. Okay, this is the spiritual warfare. It has to come to an end. Good people must rise. As the Most High said, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Okay, it is important to maintain a proper heart posture. So I'm telling you to get the heart work journal to cleanse your heart space. You don't want to be, I'm hearing dirty minded, dirty hearted. Like, okay, somebody's Jamaican. Hey, y'all. Initial JA. Good Lord. So this could pertain to you, AJ. Okay, or yeah, someone's a junior. They're small compared to you, okay? In comparison to you, they're small. You're bigger in spirit, okay? So while they might have you cornered, peace, be still. Know that God is with you. Know that you're the bait, and just know that all you got to do is stand still, okay? Keep your heart posture clean and correct. Focus on your mission, what you need to do, what you need to create, your purpose, your passion, your children, your life. Just maintain a sense of peace, okay? Keep a positive mindset. I know it's easier said than done. Maintain your self care, maintain your health care, is what I'm hearing as well. And all will be fine, okay? These things sort themselves out through the Most High. Okay, I wrote that down. I remember that. A flash drive is significant. Something could be on a flash drive. What is on a flash drive could be exposed soon. Some about them files. Okay, but somebody, I'm seeing somebody behind a laptop. Okay, yeah, somebody had a bright idea doing something slick on a laptop and got something on a flash drive. I'm also getting this is a flash drive vibe by the Most High. Like this is coming down quick. Also, quickly, flash drive is quickly. You're going somewhere quickly. This route, this thing is going somewhere quickly, okay? The Saint Lunatics gave me Looney Tunes, okay? This is multiple people. So these people were crazy enough to create stories in their minds about you, just making stuff up about you, spinning a negative storyline about you. Okay, so ducks could be significant. As I said, something's happening very quickly. I'm getting the mighty ducks, okay? As you know, ducks flock together. You rarely see one duck by itself. So these were multiple people gathered together. Okay. I also got fly. I'm hearing fly like an eagle. So while they were spinning their wagon, they were spinning their web of negativity, throwing it at anyone who would entertain it. Now, everyone who entertained it are just caught up in the biggest web, okay? Yes, it was a trap. All. It was all a trap, the Most High is saying. So, what it gave me in the end was you're a star, number one. I'm seeing a star. Because you are a star, I'm hearing starlight energy, okay? You shine, you're bright regardless. I'm getting starlight, star bright, okay? You could be a star seed, definitely if I'm talking to a 144 chosen seed, light star, light seed, whatever you refer to, whichever, of the things, black sheep, black ugly duckling, the castaway, the outsider, okay, within this family dynamic, within a group dynamic. Like I said, there's levels to this, okay? If it's business related, because we keep mentioning businesses, family, exes, relationships in general, okay, in your communities, okay? Yes, spiritually, whatever, however it resonates, okay? You were cast away. Just know you were put aside for a reason. Your separation was intentional as well. It was all divinely set up. Okay. But what it gave me when I was meditating over this before I came on, popcorn could be significant. I'm getting popcorn. The artist could be significant. Okay, that's random. What this is giving me though, when I keep saying be still, at the end of Psycho and Bates Motel, you have to watch it. But in the end, the mom is talking to Norman. Okay. And or she's talking to herself. You gotta watch the show, baby. The movie. It's wild. The show is good too. So you might have watched the show. I might watch it again. Okay, now that my spiritual eyes are open. But in the end, she says, like she knows they're watching. Okay, they got caught up and they're under investigation and they're in an interrogation room. So somebody's going to be caught up. Something will be caught on camera. Something has been caught on camera. And they're being interrogated for this. Perhaps what they had going on in this laptop. I'm getting like search results. People be thinking they slick on the dark web. Somebody was on the dark web searching some dark shit. People be thinking they really slick, like nobody knows. Okay, but all that stuff is recorded, is what I'm getting. Yeah, light's being shown on that. Okay, a detective is on top of the case, whether spiritually or physically. This is going to resonate differently for some different people. Someone will be interrogated, someone will be picked up and interrogated for all the darkness they've spun in this energy. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody might like football. I'm seeing like somebody doing a spin move, okay? I don't know a lot about sports, but I know a couple things, okay? Something about suns could be significant. Okay. So something about sons in sports, okay? Sports teams, little league teams. I don't know what I'm getting. You or this person, someone in this energy is involved in like that type of thing, okay? Baseball, football, I'm seeing like swimming, track, okay, a lot of different things, okay. This is somebody that is in a position of power that sits over a lot of things and a lot of people, okay. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing that to full circle. So they do a multitude of things. They wear many hats and many masks with it, okay, even if it's not sports and things. Thank you. That's just, that's why I'm saying you gotta get your own language so you know how the things are going. But what I was getting is in the end of the movie, in the interrogation room, everybody knows they're being watched in the interrogation room. Um, So she's sitting there and she's like, she knows she's on camera. And she was like, yeah, I'm basically just going to sit here and sit still. I think that's why it was important for me to mention being still. Okay. And she was like, I've been getting Mindhunter too. Somebody could watch Mindhunter. I might need to watch that. I think some of that was filmed in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh as well. Okay. But she says, basically, I know they're watching. She's like, they'll see, and they'll know. Okay, so what happens is she's sitting in the interrogation room and a fly is in the room. And she intentionally doesn't do anything to the fly. She doesn't swat it or anything. She's just still, as I'm encouraging you to be. So don't try to fight back with these people. Don't try to do anything. Because the Most High is watching. Somebody's watching this whole thing. A detective could be watching this whole thing, physically or spiritually, okay? I'm getting heavy. Okay, so she says, they'll see, and they'll know. They'll see and they'll say, why look at her like she wouldn't even harm a fly. Okay? So that's why you're being called to be still. It might be infuriating to have so many people telling lies about you, coming up against you, doing all these things to you negatively, okay, forcing you in a corner. Okay, they're trying to get you to react because they need you to act out the storylines that they created in their head and conveyed to others. And as long as you don't do that, now they look like the damn fool they are, okay? The damn psycho they are. So someone's very calculated as well, okay? So you have to be more calculated. Peace be still. Don't swat the flies, okay? Let them be caught up in their own web of lies is your guidance today, okay? So that is the message, family. Thank you for tapping and tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please like this video for your class attendance and participation points. Subscribe to stay in tune with the class vibe. And sharing is caring. So share, if you feel inclined, okay? As I always say, continue to come and go in love and light. Please pursue purpose, not just paychecks, as purpose provides your provision. And definitely do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And until next time, peace, y'all.